youngster, Quang Duong, 18 years old. Lots more to talk about on the side of the Texas Ranchers in the dark blue shirts. First serve upon us now. Augie Ga goes big in the middle to start, and it's a Lone Star battle, as you mentioned. Some pride on the line here, too, between these two ownership groups.
Hot start but it's nice to let both partners get a winner early on in a match here. So really good for Augie and J-Dub.
Just going to say that's perhaps them answering our question as to why they'd put their men's doubles team out first instead of opting the mixed choice to react. Quang Duong steps in and wins the hands battle.
All right, it's Christian's turn to win a rally, and then we've gone around the horn here.
Quang Duong, as I mentioned, 18 years old, based out of Southern California, serving now over to J.W. Johnson.
Christian tried, but couldn't jump in there. And the Quang Duong being on this team is a big story as well. Was the only waiver wire pickup in all of Premier. And through a series of events, Pablo Tellez ends up in Challenger.
Yeah, the transaction timeline was fascinating for that one. Sending that there, and to clarify, on June 12th, Christian Elsham was placed on IR. Then Quang Duong steps in for the injured player, which typically in pro sports you'd see that player maybe get knocked down, and instead it was Tellez. Well played by Augie Ga. Talk about great stories entering the sport. This guy was laid off from his career in...
Best layoff ever.
Yep, and he said it would turn out to be a blessing that gave him the opening to pursue pro pickleball. And here he is, the biggest stage. Big rip, too, down the line.
Thanks, Augie. When we're talking about you, do something good, brother. This is a scripted show, so...
Christian Elsham coming to life. Pulling back within one.
Elsham can't find the drive there.
Quang Duong goes big again, right on the body of Augie Ga.
Yeah, he played fearless yesterday, and I mean, we see the work this youngster puts in, deserving to be at the premier level, and his upside is significant as well. Not a finished product.
That's just back into your point there on Quang Duong. He has a support system around him. His brother Bao is always traveling with him, and his father Duke as well. Steve there. Here comes the Texas Ranchers. ownership group primarily based out of Austin, Texas, and of course the Dallas Splash in Dave's hometown, home residence, I should say.
Yes, just let the people of Pittsburgh take a deep breath. Nice pressure from J.W. Johnson. As you see him walking back on the court, you see last names on everybody's back except his. There's a number, and that 12 represents the selection in the draft he was. That is no accident. That is a message.
Love that. Christian Alshon goes big down the line. He was the 7th overall selection for the Texas Rangers. Alshon also just had a birthday, turned 24 this week. Happy birthday, Christian Alshon.
Yeah, we had Rohrabacher in the last match celebrating a birthday. It's birthday week here.
Nice from Kwang Duong, and Christian Alshon in the interview yesterday after taking down Carolina. Sorry, Dave said
okay.
He was worried that Kwang Duong was going to take his spot. He had no expectation of Pablo Tejas going anywhere.
This return, so a nice run here from the Ranchers, and the ability to find chemistry quickly is what impressed me with these two yesterday.
Rolling that ball over, J.W. Johnson, just too powerful.
I love a little personality from Q there, too. That's terrific. You know, the big question we had is who was going to play right and left, because Alshon's having to let Kwang play the left side here because Duong has not played much on the right at all, and that was a very smart decision for them.
Oh my, Alshon. There's the lob from Kwang Duong. There's the angle. Oh no. Kwang Duong calls it wide. Good news, we have a great replay system here in Grand Rapids at the Beer City Open, and
it's something I'm worried about here.
The ball was in. Result of the rally will be
the ball is ruled
9,
in courtside.
10.
And that was a shame because that was the best point of the match. And then we had a wah-wah with a overturn of the call. Because if you win a rally like that, and Augie Gao hit like 4 overheads that came back before he found that beautiful angle, you didn't get the momentum of it. You get the point, but let's see if they can get back in there. I'm going to keep an eye on Q, though, here to see, does that affect his play at all, knowing that a call was missed. And the answer is wildly no. So good for him. Just, you know, it happens. That ball's moving fast. You snap your head around. I just like the players, if you're not sure, call it in, please.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Well played by J.W. Johnson, at the body of Alshon.
He loves his backhand flick, and as well he should. Every one of us would desire to have 40% of that, let alone all of it. Great shot.
10, 11.
When you got a big boy in front of you, you got a big target.
Augie Gao thought for sure that one was sailing.
And unfortunately, that was 18 inches in, so a lot of spin, but not a lot of pace there. Just couldn't imagine that could stay in. So this is big here. You'd love to have a 3-point lead at the turn here if you are the Ranchers.
The change ends at 13 to Dave's point. Cross into the net from JW Johnson means the Ranchers get to 13 first, 13-10.
Choice that they made.
Hurricane season coming up. Hurricane Tyra Black will be in women's doubles to follow this game, #1. And if you're new to Major League Pickleball, we start with gender doubles and work our way through 2 mixed doubles games. This tournament, the standalone event, you don't have to play both if you can get out with a sweep, which is rare. That's 3 out of 4 or 5.
Just violent cross-court power, and J-Dub it got low enough where he couldn't get that back because he's usually going to be sitting in there in the forehand.
That's deep for Augie Guh, and Texas continues to build. This is the 3rd overall meeting, by the way, this season between these 2 teams. Dallas swept the Ranchers in D.C., and they also beat them in Atlanta 3-1. The ladies team you mentioned, where Tina and Etta were the only combination to win in that series. That one's going to get cleaned up every time. Alshon leaves it high. Augie Guh says thank you very much.
Yeah, much different team formation, obviously, here with Pablo out and Kwong in. We had Christian out, so they've had quite the variety of dudes playing for the Ranchers. Just late reloading the Tui there. Loved the lob, and it was effective yesterday for Kwong as well.
14-15.
Kwong Duong eats up the lob. Chance puts it away, and that lob from Kwong Duong on the other side, when you see it, might be haunting Colin Johns.
Yes.
After that lob performance from Kwong Duong, not to remind you, but he's developed that aspect of his game too.
Yeah, and got off the ground there. There are no known trampolines on that court.
Pressure from Augie Guh. By the way, this guy also started out as the scoreboard keeper in the Arizona Pickleball League. He was on the outside looking in, a stats guy, good with numbers, good with math, and...
Can I play? I promise I'm good. I'm good, and I'm left-handed. I'll play the right.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
And Augie is unbelievable when we're talking about him. He comes up with just an outrageous shot. That's twice he's done that today.
Nice
what a forehand. Just absolutely hammered right on the line, down past Kwong Duong there. So nice little push back here from the Flash.
Augie Guh, former D1 tennis player out of the University of Arizona. Played table tennis at Brown University. Nice play by J.W. Johnson. One thing we haven't talked about, Dave, is J.W. Johnson and Dylan Frazier on the PPA side. Changing of the guard there in men's doubles. J.W. Johnson rising in the standings and the rankings.
And Dylan Frazier at the top. You'll see the Arizona Drive later today with him. Whoopsie. J-Dub, when we talk about you, you're supposed to hit a winner. Yeah, it's almost startling not to see Dylan to his right out there today.
Nice play from J.W. Johnson to tie it.
Yeah, when there's a dink in the middle that travels too far, he does that so well because he knows that's a target. Now with Augie Guh, you have another forehand there, so that's a less desirable spot than when he's playing with his right-handed buddy Dylan.
By the way, J.W. Johnson, not a flattering point there, but ranked #1 amongst 14 premier level males at DC event, won 57% of his game points.
Bad luck there. Yeah, and you hear 57, you're like, well, that doesn't sound very good. Well, just to put it in tennis perspective, Roger Federer won 54% of his tennis singles points. So 57 is a terrific number.
Also went 7-1 in 8 games played as well in that event. That's the regular season event prior to this one.
Another ball off the tape, and Alshon wants a timeout, so he calls it. That's always another interesting thing. You got a coach, you got a general manager who's calling the timeout here. In this case, it was a player.
Yeah, and I think a wise time to...
Forehand in the middle. He has made Kwong play a couple of times here. He's going to keep doing it. We'll see if Kwong changes his spots.
Okay, Dallas will take the point and mount a 2-point lead now on the Texas Rangers.
And there are no more timeouts either. So even if you call timeout and then lose 3 in a row and you need to do something about it, there's nothing to be done. You can get creative with a challenge, but
and a towel break.
Yeah, so
in the corner.
Yes, so just tie a shoe. I'm serious. Just find something.
That was a rare miss from Kwong Duong too. He's been so solid. Miss there from J.W. Johnson on the reset ball.
And Alshon has been screaming this entire match, and those will be false screams if they don't come back and take this one.
That's why Alshon was there and throws his hands up. He's frustrated. Dallas 3 points away from taking game 1.
Yeah, he is very close to Colin John's net court tilt range.
All right, Ranchers have some life. J.W. Johnson delivers a break. Crucial point here.
20-22.
Answering right back, J.W. Johnson slams it home. Have another look. Yeah, that wrist ability.
Yeah, that's a no-go zone on J-Dub.
So the backhand flick is activated too, and a game point. Now on the side of the Dallas Flash, proving their strategy to be fruitful. They do have to win on their serve, though, so that's an added challenge when you're looking to close out these games and rally scoring. That can change the momentum for the Ranchers if they can find a way to get a side out here. Augie Go with the serve on his side. Big finishing touch for Kwong Duong, and Ranchers still alive, but not a lot of time left.
Yeah, because it's interesting because you get the point, you save a game point against, but now you're allowed to score and they can't. So this is a big opportunity here, and Duong goes after the serve. Uh-oh. Hasn't really pulled a trigger there at all.
Christian Alshon, if I'm reading his lips correctly, telling Kwong Duong to just settle down, breathe, take a breath, and from one youngster to another, 24 years old to 18.
The sage 24-year-old.
Game point number 2 for Dallas. ATP, Christian Alshon puts it all on the line. They're 2 points away from catching Dallas.
That's a risky play at match point down, but he saw it, and the tall guy can really carve the outside of the ball. Gets the miss from J-Dub. That's clutch.
miss from Quang Duong. He's looking a little tight in these big moments.
Yep, looking over at Dad there to try and get some encouragement.
24-22.
Game point number 3 for Dallas. Ranchers pull within 1, and they could tie it here.
3 misses on the short hop backhand dink from J.W. Johnson down the stretch here.
There's Duke, the father of Quang Duong, looking to verbally support his son on the sideline. Everything on the line, Augie Guy gets it back for a game point number 4.
And Augie played an out ball, so he was happy to get another swing at that one.
How do you feel if you're Augie Guy right now, having to have the serve every time on game point?
Yeah, they could call timeout and change that if they wanted to.
Interesting, and how about that finish? J.W. Johnson finds a way to get it done.
They live in the same house. I mean, come on. So they are perfect. So great drafting. These Ranchers ladies are a handful. This is going to be fun.
Nice play by Hurricane Tyra Black. Lost a heartbreaker in San Clemente a couple weekends ago,
yes.
and the PPA side was on the brink of making a final. All right, with a rare miss, Dallas Flash takes a 2-point lead early.
Yeah, it's wild what could have been last week, Michelle. Georgia had match points against Ben and Anna Lee in mixed, and Tyra had match points against the team that they played in the final in Catherine Parento and Christian Alshon. So it could have been a whole different scenario out in San Clemente.
Big play by Georgia Johnson to create the pop-up chance for Tyra.
Yeah, that was wild. Etta was dictating everything and then took an awkward swing at the one that set up Georgia. So that was weird. Just kind of got jammed up a little.
Tina Pisnik responds accordingly.
And this is the nightmare that's coming, rest of the world. She is adding offense off the bounce to go with the perfectly well-rounded midcourt and kitchen game.
Pisnik,
yeah.
She's a machine. Denies Tina Pisnik there, 4-2, Dallas Flash.
So that's what you got to do. If she's going to reset, you got to take the power to her, especially on the forehand side. Sits backhand a little more. Tina's dad is here too. Talked to him yesterday. So it's I love when the whole family affair is. We got Julie Johnson coaching up her son and daughter. I mean, it's just wild how much family this great sport is.
Yeah, it's Truly remarkable. I still love the story you tell about Georgia, too, when she first started. There's a look at Julie Johnson, the mother and coach here of the Dallas Flash, but the mother of Georgia, JW.
That's a great take from Etta. And the left side player can take that middle dink and pull that ball with slice and get the person in front of them in big trouble. I love that choice from Etta.
Here's Tina again. Really good decision maker on the right side as well, and she can also play the left too.
I know, that's the thing, is that we saw Alshon concede but still plays a solid right, not play the left, and the same thing's happening here. Etta is a much different player on the left. And I just love the progression of Georgia Johnson's game as well. Just isn't scared and mixed, lights up guys all the time, and is such a dangerous women's doubles player. So Tina fading away a little bit on that one. That's a good ball to take it out of the air and take time away by Tyra right there.
7-5.
I mean, you have four ladies that could all be left side in a PPA doubles.
Yeah, that's a great point. That was a gimme for Georgia Johnson. Great point again for the Dallas Flash, creating their opportunities, waiting for their moments to strike. Big aggressive play from Hurricane Tyra Black.
That's nice from Etta. Etta's ability to attack and then reset on the other side of her body is special, and that backhand one-hander out of the air is a great, great shot in all of pickleball.
Jeez. Required 3 putaways to get the job done. That backhand from Etta Wright was unbelievably played. The hip of Tyra Black.
Yeah, and I think that point is a perfect representation of why this team's so good. The great complementary pickleball they played. They don't go for too much because they know they're getting ahead with each shot in the rally, and then they get the put-away ball.
Play by Georgia Johnson.
Yeah, saw an unexpected high ball in the middle from the Pisnik paddle, and that's not coming back.
9-7.
That's what they want, just got to make it.
10-7.
That's one of those where you're like, do I want to take it out of the air, let it bounce? Some people get in a hurry. I'm not saying George is in a hurry, just tough decision making.
Down the middle, Hurricane Tyra Black lined up all the way through.
All right, so here you go. If you want to speed up the two-way through the middle, you have got to expect the next ball to be through the middle, and Tyra played that perfectly. Jump back in the middle. Great look at it there, Truck.
And another one for the Dallas Flash.
No one's in center field right now, Michelle. That's beautiful from Tyra.
These two are one of the few women's doubles teams to have taken down Tina Pisnik and Etta Wright in earlier events. Nice play there by Etta Wright, and as I mentioned, Tyra Black and Georgia Johnson, they beat Tina and Etta in DC 25-18 in that 4-game sweep in the regular season.
Shock, the top seed, are through to the semifinal with a win over the Squeeze, so congrats to them.
They will face DC in the semifinal tomorrow.
Great. I mean, I love what Tyra's done over the last 5 minutes of this match. Closed down the middle several times, all over it. So here's where if you have the lead, trading points is fine. You got to play good receive points and put the pressure on the other side to find something on serve.
Wow, Tyra is playing so good in this game.
And just like some players, like a Thomas Wilson, the swing path, you see it. Her effortless power is outstanding. I mean, Tina Pisnick's a great defender. She couldn't get close to that.
From the Ranchers. It didn't seem like they had any room in that point to get it.
No, the win probability was 99-1 for the Flash in the early part of that.
It's just waiting for Tyra Black to put the finishing touch on it. There's Etta Wright, one high ball taken full advantage of in that dink sequence.
Yeah, and there were a bunch of dinks that landed past the kitchen line, so I was wondering when is Etta going to just swoop in here, and finally did. But you can't extend, don't let them remodel the kitchen and make it bigger on you.
ATP, and Tina Pisnick secures it back within 2 for the Ranchers.
And that's interesting because it's usually a topspin shot that pushes a ball wide because of the topspin pulling it wider. But what great patience from Tina to let that travel, and then perfect ATP.
Line for Etta Wright.
So both sides have won a rally when it was 199 in the win probability. Wow, great defense. Getting low from Georgia and Tyra.
And Hurricane Tyra Black adds another 4-point lead back on the side of Dallas. This feels like a must-win situation here for the Ranchers
without
with
question.
The mixed doubles situation with Georgia and J.W. Johnson, one of the best in the world. Nice. Hurricane Tyra Black jumps in. Now a 5-point lead. The gap widens
Yeah, and a little frustration shown from Pisnik there. So usually calm, cool, and collected, but just an onslaught and timeout called. And Alshon has been a very active player captain here as far as
Georgia Johnson looking to finish off game 2. They're 7 points away. And Wright says, not yet. Still trying to find our run, and they got to go because once you hit 20, it's
trouble. Yeah. Oh, look at Alshon out here just not messing around. And anytime I had Etta behind, I said, go be a monster. So let's see if she is.
There's the monstrous play from Etta Wright. I'd love to dive deeper on that, Dave. You had a chance to work with Etta a lot with the Seattle Pioneers. 2 titles you guys won there as the GM.
Yeah, it's just a matter of just be as awesome as you can be. And I'm not saying she defers, but she has a gear that can be found.
And a little high there on the drive. What kind of player is she to coach? Like, what's her mentality like?
She's so receptive, so into the team, wanting them to do well.
Wide there, and Dallas in the closing stretch, 5 away.
Yeah, and the difference in this match has been the unforced errors have been almost none for Tyra and Georgia, and more surprisingly from Tina and Etta here. As you know, when you look up at a 4-point, it's easily mistakes.
$16-20.
Etta Wright snaps one through the middle.
Yeah, Tyra has been so good with the dinks here. That forehand got popped way up in the air. You are awakening. She's like Vagar from House of Dragon. You do not want this lady going nuts with the fire breathing here.
18-20.
Always wonder where the fire breathing dragon quote came from. Finishes it off.
But again, it's Etta starting the fight, so there's the gear. So now you've got to decide, all right, we got to make the ball bounce and maybe a couple more balls to Tina, which you know is going to be made, but at least it's maybe not as offensive.
That's quite the angle from Georgia Johnson, set up nicely by Tyra Black.
Just such great complimentary ball there, and then kind of a tennis overhead, kind of hit a slice out wide. I love it.
Ooh, miss from Etta Wright, and Dallas gets away with a little break.
Yeah, and here if you score points on offense when you're ahead, it's amazing when you're serving because it's so hard to win these rallies.
Get by Etta Wright, forces Tyra Black to hit one more, and it works out.
Yeah, she got on the flamingo pose there up on one leg instead of just really bunting that deeper.
(23-20). The Dallas Flash need to go up 2 games to none here on the Ranchers.
23-20.
Here's where you've got to have the point on offense. So big service opportunity for Etta.
and that's all it took. Hurricane Tyra Black earns game point.
Love the Georgia Johnson dink back behind to make Etta hit a backhand. That's terrific.
24-21.
Wow. Oh my. Oh my, they say defense wins championships. How about that from Georgia Johnson and Hurricane Tyra Black rally back in an impossible point to take game 2, 25-21.
Tyra is the best overhead retriever I have ever seen.
Then drop down to take bronze, but this is a team that's coming back with a vengeance, and they're very difficult to beat.
Yeah, and Alshon and Etta Wright closed out the Carolina team right before my very eyes yesterday. So they're a team that's coming in here with confidence. That's why I wanted to talk about her first. The ability to reload that, though. Full send twice in a row, Michelle. Come on. Love it, Georgia.
She did that on Ben Johns a couple of times, a couple of weeks ago, too. That was great.
Oh, my.
Oh my, lob off the tape and then tags Alshon. J.W. Johnson with incredible defense.
Yeah, because
how did he get that shot back?
To get it into that corner over Etta's outside shoulder, that was fantastic.
Oh my, Georgia Johnson knocks home the Ernie.
Everything looked like a foot fault, except it wasn't. Off balance a little bit, about a millimeter from the net. And Christian Alshon has seen enough of Georgia. Oh, all the Johnson willpower there, but great start for the Flash trying to run this out.
Wow, the turn there for J.W. Johnson. The Ranchers will welcome the break.
2-4.
So I just love these ladies just fire away at the dudes in mix. Great shot from Etta there.
That's
wow. Unbelievable.
oh my, Georgia Johnson does not miss, and J.W. Johnson has to hit 2 to close it out.
I mean, the fight to get to the kitchen there from Georgia, just under siege from Christian Alshon. Tremendous defense.
Oh, this is, I mean, I thought San Clemente was one of the best outings I've seen from Georgia and JW, but this is so far.
Fantastic. And
they missed there, but
the challenge is they're only up 1, though, despite all the good play.
True. And Wright says, I want to play 2, tie game, 5 apiece.
High level here on center.
The title depends on it for the Ranchers. Their tournament run is in danger to get to that first place. Hello, J.W. Johnson.
Just a flick in a ridiculous angle. Thanks for coming out on a Friday afternoon, everybody.
It's kind of wild to see this as a quarterfinal matchup.
Yeah, when Georgia doesn't need to guide that. Just crush it, girl. I mean, that's what you've been doing all match. She got the opening. See how much fun full send Georgia is right there?
No guidance on that touch.
No, just, I mean, she wants the pace.
7-6.
Yeah, J-Dub didn't pounce on the first pop-up, but went for the second one. And the other thing here, Georgia played an entire women's match on the right. Ed is switching. That does matter. It's a different set of shots that she has to get dialed in immediately.
Spicy celebration from Christian Alshon.
Yeah, it was spicy in the men's, and it didn't work out, but he's not backing off.
And a let cord. We'll dismantle that conversation for now. Dallas back on top by 2. Christian Alshon played college tennis at the University of Chicago.
This is going to be, wow.
Oh my goodness, that's the one Christian misses in that sequence.
I mean, these dinks from J-Dub are over the net by absolute millimeters.
I know. The precision and consistency is unmatched.
Wow.
And Georgia Johnson adds to the tag count.
Yeah, you want to go tomahawk on me? Fine. I'm going to give you a tattoo. Georgia Johnson just taking no prisoners out here today.
Such a fearless approach from Georgia Johnson.
Yeah, the Ranchers are a little stunned here. I mean, they're down 2 and now down 4 here in the first mix, and they chose this, and I understand why they put out who they did against this team, but they got to go.
Christian Alshon responds big, and to elaborate on what Dave just said with the coin toss and the Ranchers being able to react when it comes to mixed, they're fighting for their lives right now in the tournament. So you put your one top team out there to try and get something going for your side. You have to get a win here to stay alive and to force a 4th game. J.W. Johnson says, let's quiet those thoughts for now.
Yeah, because their other team didn't have to play yesterday. So Pisnik and Duong got the 3-0. We're out of here.
Some teams have a 1A and a 1B situation. Yes. Some teams have a clear number 1 and a clear number 2. I'd say that situation is present here for the Ranchers. Georgia was there. She had it.
Just late reload. She reloads the 2-y well, but going from the forehand to the backhand wasn't quite ready. Drive the 3rd, drive the 5th, drive the 7th. Welcome to Michelle McMahon Pickleball, everyone.
Did you catch us warming up at the NJ cheer? Dallas going up 13-9 on the Texas Rangers, and the Dallas Flash up in a hurry. J.W. Johnson and Georgia Johnson showing us some world-class pickleball action here in this mixed doubles game number 3 in the match. The situation at hand for the Rangers, they have to win this game to extend it to a 4th game, and then they would have to also play a 5th to take out Dallas at this point. J.W. Johnson is just a force on the left, and quite frankly, Georgia Johnson is no better to go through on the right.
Yeah, the middle is closed there, though, with J-Dub, with Christian coming in hot like that. Yeah, okay, Alshon has reached Colin John's tilt levels with yet another one off the tape. This time it just sits up perfect for J-Dub. Huge serve from J-Dub, great return.
Wow.
Brother and sister are fighting over the last brownie there in the middle of the court. J-Dub got there. Got to get a few on serve now, Michelle. Just trading side outs, even though you get a point, is just not the way to get this back.
Oh my, J.W. Johnson totally catches Alshon in his hand in the cookie jar, as you say, crashing in the middle.
Yeah, and obviously this side switch of Alshon over to the right here is a major factor of this, and it is not paying dividends.
17-11, Dallas on the brink of a sweep.
And that's what you saw, the unbelievable play of Georgia Johnson forced them to switch at a right out of that right side to a more comfortable spot, but that puts Christian Alshon in some different places. We've seen him beat down the line. We've seen J.W. Johnson be ready with him in front of him. So big situation here.
Oh no. That ball's going a mile long on the right, couldn't get out of the way.
Yeah, she actually faded into it, unfortunately for her. And if I'm the Flash, I'm like, this is awesome. They've moved their guy over. We're up 8.
Big finish for Christian Alshon. By the way, the winner of this one will take on the winner of the Arizona Drive at New Jersey Fives. The Fives are Annalie Waters' team, so that could be a fun storyline for Georgia and JW to have another chance at Annalie in MLP. Points for Dallas, and I'm told that the New Jersey Fives are up 2-0 on the Arizona Drive. So
that's bad news, because AL is going to be playing one of the 2 mixed matches. So look out.
Christian Alshon doesn't want to go home yet. Well, this is double elimination, so they wouldn't be going home if they lose this one. They drop down to face the Columbus Sliders for a chance to take home 3rd. It's as best as they could do once you lose once.
Yeah, tough spot to miss a 3rd there, and they've pulled all the triggers they can, but the hands on the hips of their coach, Ryan DeWidgeon, tells the story of where this is. As does that wild miss from Etta. That sent packing in 3 earlier today, so The best teams are rising.
Oh my, the Johnsons are getting nearly everything back now, and Texas finds a way to get one, but if that's what's required to get 1 point off them, this is tough.
Three tomahawks, and it's hard to find that offense in the middle from the right side.
Mr. J-Dub,
that was the only flaw in the men's match. Duong throwing those heavy topspin backhands, and J-Dub came up short on a few of those, but they got a lot of runway to cover.
Slew of misses, causing a little bit of momentum here on the side of the Ranchers.
I can't imagine giving a single ball to Alshon here. Just don't let him get hot with the forehand.
W. Johnson says no to any bit of life on the side of the Ranchers. They're 2 points away from taking the match.
Perfect adjustment there. Find Etta, make her hit the drop.
Match point for the Dallas Flash.
24-17.
J.W. Johnson puts his finishing touch on the match, and the Dallas Flash, they are through to the semifinal. Georgia Johnson. Dave Fleming said you were the unanimous MVP of this one. So, Tyra, I'm going to go to you first. When you're watching your women's doubles partner, you're phenomenal too, by the way. When you're watching Georgia in that mixed doubles game, light up Christian Alshon down the line, what's running through your mind about your women's doubles partner, Tyra?
That's my girl. That's her job out there. Just light up those guys. It's so fun to watch. I'm sure everyone loves to see it. I heard a few people say get them, which is really funny. But she was doing a great job out there, so I was just super excited.
Yeah, Georgia, I was so impressed with you today. And there's a lot of ladies at home that are watching this going, I love when I see the lady light up the guy. What is the counsel you could give for the women watching you play to have both the energy, the ability, and then the nerve to do it?
Well, actually, if you notice, I don't speed up that much. I just counter. So I just take what they give me and give it right back. And I practice against some of the best hands in pickleball. Obviously, Tyra on the women's side, and then JW at home. And it's just great to have such good practice partners and teammates.
So I got to ask about these chains, ladies. What's going on with these? They're different colors. What's the symbolism here?
So you'll see our new uniforms tomorrow, and these kind of match, and then this is obviously our old uniforms, and yeah, we're just out here happy to rep Texas and bring it home for our team. Let's go Flash.